Hey guys, Charles from Halt's Boots here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the X Speedportal 0.1 99 gram leather.
Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into the unboxing of these X Speedportal 99 leathers. And it's just the standard limited edition, drawer style box that Adidas has. Looks like it got a little torn up in the transit to me, but that's okay. I'm not super worried. I'll go ahead and open these bad boys up. Get them out of the way. There is no string bag, which is kind of interesting. They usually do a string bag, so not really sure why they didn't do that, but let's go ahead and take a look at these boots here. So this is the third iteration we've gotten of the 99 gram boot. We had the Adi Zero version in 2014 or 2015. We then had the X18 or an X19.1 version. And then now we have the Speedportal version here. And it actually is the first one with leather. It has an entire leather toe box. I wish they would have done the whole boot leather, but beggars can't be choosers. It is a nice soft K leather. It's got additional stitching here. I am just wondering if this area here where this leather meets this like mesh synthetic is gonna cause an issue on the feet, especially because this is where I usually have problems with wide feet. But overall, it looks like a stunning boot. One thing that's weird here is if you can see, they actually put the Adidas logo upside down, and I've never seen that before. Why they did that, I have no clue. But, it's not like it's a horrible thing. It kind of has padding in here, if you can see. It's kind of a little bit rumpled, but this is all padding here, padding on this side, padding on that side. Still kind of cushiony, nothing too crazy. It does have some see-through elements. You can see here in the tongue towards the bottom, in these like Adidas stripes going the opposite way. It has it a little bit there. So just kind of another way to probably just save on weight. And like I said, it does have the Speedportal sole plate. Looks like it was made when they still had the Carbitex. So this boot's gonna have a little bit of snapback, a little bit more stability, which I think is always nice. I am wondering about the durability. Lightweight boots often rip pretty quick just because they're not super durable. They just throw everything out the window just to keep the weight down, including durability. So I am wondering with this stitching if it will help keep the boot together. Oftentimes when pros would have the leather F50s, they'd have this kind of similar style, just a lot of extra stitching, and hopefully that'll keep these boots together. I'm really looking forward to getting these on feet. They remind me so much of the leather F50s when they used to do the synthetic and the leather versions. So maybe we'll see Adidas return to this. I hope they do. There's not enough leather speed boots on the market from the bigger brands. I really do like some of these smaller niche brands and their leather boots, but hopefully we can see a return with this soon. And if we take a look at the insole real quick, it does have the speed of light on here. A lot of times Adidas has put the speed of light on their lightweight boots. I think they've done it on a couple different X's as well as both pairs of the 99 gram boots. And by 99, I mean 299 grams. I just say 99 because it's on the box, but nothing super special. It is the Speedportal insole, just kind of has that extra printing there. And you can see it still has the Carbitex like I mentioned earlier. You can kind of see it run through the inside of the boot, and that just right there is what you're seeing on the other side. So one last thing before I go and try these out over the next few days, my overall thoughts, and I'm just hoping they're like an F50. I've really been craving a new modern boot that's like an F50, has this leather upper. I am slightly worried that because it's stitching the leather into this mesh that there's gonna be a lot of issues on the inside of the boot, and it's right in the area where my wide feet have issues. So hopefully that's not a big problem. I'm not really a fan or a hater of the Speedportal sole plate. I think it's just a sole plate, so not really expecting much there. And overall, just kind of gonna see what these boots bring me. All right, so I'm gonna test these over the next few days, and then we're gonna finish with the review.
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further into this video, make sure you check out our website, haltsboots.com, where we have tons of boots ranging from retro to the newer models. So head over there, use discount code YouTube for 5% off your next purchase. All right guys, just got done testing these boots over the last few days, and to be honest with you, I really don't have anything negative to say. With these being the only leather upper version of the 99 gram boots, and to be honest, any of Adidas's current speed boots, they really were top tier. Now, being that it's one of the 99 gram boots, it is super lightweight, obviously, and being that it supposedly was a Speedportal, I would say it's nothing even close. I know I talked about it in the unboxing, how it doesn't really look like a Speedportal, and that's absolutely true. I think that having this leather upper allowed it to stretch a bit wider for my feet, and I really like that versus the regular Speedportal where it doesn't really stretch that much. Now, I know coming out of the unboxing, I only had a few expectations and I was really excited. And the thing I was worried most about was this extra stitching here. And to be honest, it was not quite an issue, but you could definitely tell it was there. Towards like the second and third time when I was wearing these, I started to feel towards the end of the 2-hour sessions that I was doing that I could definitely start to feel just a little bit of discomfort here. I wouldn't say it was exactly pain, but enough to where I noticed it at first when I slipped them on, completely went away, and then towards the end of being in the boots for that long, I could definitely feel that there was this stitch layer here, but I really don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue going forward, and to be honest, I'm definitely putting these boots in my current rotation. But that being said, I really don't have anything else negative to say about these boots. I finally got to actually use the Speedportal sole plate for more than just a few times due to the regular Speedportal just not being built for wide feet, and it just performed really well. Even though it's slightly aggressive with these triangular and chevron shaped studs, I really didn't have an issue on turf. My studs didn't catch, sides of my feet didn't. Whenever I was backtracking, my heels didn't catch, which I've had happen before with other boots, and it really just is overall a good sole plate. Just again on the Carbitex, I know a lot of people like springback in their boots. That's something I've never ever noticed on my boots, is whether or not the sole plate is super springy. So do I really think that helped or made an improvement? Not really, but again, it's just a personal opinion. In terms of lockdown, these really secure your foot. Normally when I wear boots and when everybody else wears boots, you lace them up like this and then your tongue stays in place. But because I have wide feet, oftentimes I'll find that the tongue will slide like this while I'm playing, and it'll just leave my like sock and foot exposed there. Didn't really have that issue too much with these, which was kind of nice for a change. In terms of the tongue, it was actually kind of nice to have a boot that had one. I feel like every boot I've reviewed so far besides the Copa has just been a one-piece upper with a lacing system, or they're laceless. And it was kind of nice just to have a speed boot that you could just really feel like you could lock in and secure and just have a tongue again, because sometimes I feel like laceless boots just always don't feel super secure, even when you have a really like nice lacing system. In terms of durability, it was one thing I was really worried about in the unboxing going into these, but I haven't had a single issue so far. I think a lot of it has to do with this extra stitching here. It was something you would see like this on the older F50s that had the leather upper here. And this is an older model of F50. This is kind of just that extra stitching I'm talking about there. It's in the sides and in the top of the toe as well, but just kind of helps with durability. Hopefully this is something we continue to see outside of limited edition boots and going forward in the future with the next gen X models, and just giving us that leather upper again, because I enjoyed having the leather X15s, the 16s, the 17s, and it feels like once we got to the 18s, they just cut it off completely. Can we get that again with this next gen? Can we get back to synthetic and leather? Because maybe you don't want a leather speed boot, but maybe I do. And so we both get to experience a nicer boot, leather and synthetic, you know? So just kind of something that I'm really hoping we go back to. And on top of that, it would just be nice for everyone to get to experience these versus the few thousand who are lucky to experience these, or however many they end up making, because $320 to buy a pair of these, I thought was a bit of a steep price. Most of their limited edition boots that are based around the same model usually stay around the same price. So even if we could have just got this for the price of the laceless Speedportal, which I think is $250 or $260, and then the laced version is I think $225 or $240, I'm not entirely sure, but just giving us a cheaper price for a limited edition boot, however good it is, $320 is a bit much in my opinion. I went with my typical size, the 9 US, and if you're someone who wears a 10.5, I would have gotten these in a 10.5. They fit basically the same as the regular synthetic Speedportal did, except I want to say there's a bit less room in the toe. I do like that the toe box stretches a bit more, and yeah, so if you wear a 9 or a 10 or whatever, just go with your normal size if you're picking up a pair of these. Overall, it was interesting that we got a 99 gram boot and it just felt nothing like the Speedportal other than the sole plate. Now, was the second and first versions of the 99 gram boots the same? Maybe. I feel like the original version was more like the F50. The second version was kind of like an F50 with the X18 or 19, but I never really got my hands on a pair of the second gen, so I don't really know for sure. So maybe that's just a common trend with these boots, and it could just be a bias of mine not actually experiencing either and not wanting to pay $500 to $1,000 to try either one of them. But yeah, it still is a really great boot. My overall rating for these is an 8.2. I think it's the best pair I've tested so far out of the 5 or 6 now that are up on the YouTube. And it really is just something I think everyone needs to try. It performed well, the comfort is there, the fit is there, the lockdown is there, the sole plate is a nice sole plate you can use on any pitch really. So really nothing to complain about. The tongue is a nice feature. I really like this mesh and just everything about it. So yeah, 8.2. Thanks for watching this review, guys. If you could do me a huge favor, drop a like and subscribe, and then comment down below and let me know your thoughts on these boots.